Okay, everyone. Good evening, good afternoon, good morning if you're joining us from the Philippines. Super excited to be with you here this 10th day of the month of May. Hope you're all doing fantastic, that you had a great Mother's Day weekend. And we're excited to learn about what I believe to be the most exciting and compelling opportunity in the world of direct sales, the home-based business, which is Valentus. And so with that, I'm just going to take a moment, give you guys a little bit of history, a little background on myself, and then we'll jump more into the formal presentation. I've got a couple great testimonials here for you as well. I'm going to mute everybody out here before we jump and start again. Anyway, so got a couple great testimonials for you as well as we come to the end of our Zoom here. But before I get started, I have been involved in this industry of network marketing now for 33 years. My background before I entered the industry, I grew up in a small town in Minnesota, town of about 2,000 people, rural Minnesota, about 3 hours outside of Minneapolis, Minnesota. Right out of high school, I went to work in a factory. I was a maintenance person. I was welding, building, maintaining equipment, things of that nature. So, never sold anything before in my life, have a learning disability, have dyslexia. So still today struggle, with reading, but it really affected my self-esteem, my self-confidence, very shy, very introverted. Actually wouldn't even say hi to someone unless they said hi to me first. So the reason I share all that with you is if you're brand new or you're just looking at this and you're saying, hey, can I do this? Is this something that can really work for me? I'm here to tell you, you can absolutely do this. Okay. The most important thing for you to have success here is number one, for you to recognize what is happening. And number two, take action and start sharing. We're going to talk about that as well. But here's what I can tell you. I entered the industry 33 years ago, not to make millions of dollars. I entered it to make a few $100s extra a month on a part-time basis, was able to do that. Then I started thinking about what it would be like to be full-time. For me, that was $3,000 a month, was able to do that. And now here it is, 33 years later, I've been, self-employed in this home-based business industry, earning, I think it's right at $28 million. And so, folks, it doesn't matter where you start. Even when you have small goals initially, like mine, just to make a few $100s, when you get there, you can see a bit further. And we have, people having success at all different levels. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and share my screen, and then we're going to jump into the formal presentation here. Okay, so I think the first thing that we need to, ask ourselves is, are people looking for what it is that we offer? So what do we offer? We offer an opportunity to make extra money. I mean, what's great about this is you can do it part-time without giving the security up of your full-time job. You can learn as you earn, whether your goal is a few $100s a month, a few $1,000s a month, or serious six-figure, even seven-figure income. All of that is being accomplished here. So you can do this, and we definitely offer a great opportunity for people to make extra money. The next thing is better health. I think everyone today, I know it's a major goal for me this year is to get myself back in shape, to, work on my health and my fitness. And I think most everybody thinks about it. And they're looking for ways to do that. We have great products that can help you achieve that. Time freedom, again, something people don't think is possible. I mean, they love to make the money, but when you're working so hard, you have no time to enjoy it. Well, what happens in this type of business model is through other people that you introduce using the products and others sharing the products with others and building a team of people promoting and consuming, you can actually get to the point where you've removed yourself from the day-to-day activity of generating an income, right? And that creates time freedom. Income without your day-to-day activity. That's an exciting proposition. And the bottom line is, guys, there's pain out there with what's happening right now in the world with inflation. I mean, everything is going up. And if it hasn't gone up, it's going to go up. The only thing that hasn't gone up is what we're earning, right? I mean, the earnings, the wages, that has not caught up to what inflation and probably won't for quite some time. And so there's a major need out there for extra income. There's people living a life of quiet desperation. What's making this all possible, right? In addition to, Valentus, it's this industry. It's the home-based business, direct sales, network marketing industry. If you don't know what it is, it's been around for 80 years, nearly $200 billion products, goods, and services that are marketed this way. And guys, that's all it really is. It's another method of distribution, right? And the best to understand it is when you think about traditional retail, right? Think of a store, you think about products sitting on a shelves, and understand that about 50% of the cost of those products sitting on shelves is advertising. Paying actors and athletes and high budget advertising campaigns, literally millions of dollars to get you to walk in and pick it off the shelf, right? Well, in network marketing, that 50% is paid to you. Rather than the actors, the athletes, the high budget advertising campaigns, we take that 50% and it funds our compensation plan, paying real people with real results. And so really what makes more sense? What I've learned, and now having been involved 33 years in this industry, have studied the industry, I've had tremendous success in the industry. And what I've learned is all of these companies, right, and their opportunities are made up of 5 critical elements, right? The company, the product, compensation, timing, and training and support. And if 2 or 3 of these critical elements are not in place, it doesn't matter how good you are or how hard you work, despite your best efforts, you're going to struggle. And the reason I say that is this, because maybe you've done something like this before and it didn't work out the way you hoped it would or thought it would or told it was. Or maybe you know somebody like that. And yes, it could be greatly due to someone not applying themselves. But in more cases than not, it's because something was missing. It wasn't them, it was it, right? Folks, here's what I'm here to tell you. When all of these elements come together, as they have with Valentus, that is where the magic happens. That is where the fortunes are made. Now, a little bit about our company. That first critical element, we got our start in July of 2014. That first year doing just right at 300,000 in sales, right? 2015, 3 million in sales. 2016, 32 million in sales. And without going through all, coming up now in 8 years, we have done around $250 million worth of total sales and revenue. And that's exciting. But what's more exciting than that is not what we've done, but what we're going to do. Because I think we're going to do our next 250 million, not over the course of the next 8 years, but over the course of the next 18 to 24 months. And here's what I can tell you. Growth like that magnifies and multiplies your effort. See, if you're in a flat and or declining industry or company, you have to work harder and you end up getting less. But when you're in a growth environment, it makes what you do easier and more productive. Magnifies and multiplies your efforts. We're 100% debt-free, based out of Sioux Falls, South Dakota. What I like to refer to as our 6th element, which is the heart. It's the energy, it's the vibe, the culture of Valentus, and it spawns directly from our founder, CEO, Dave Jordan, and his wife, Joyce. Now, one of the areas that we're focused on that's really brought us to the dance, we've got unbelievable line of products, but the weight loss industry is something that has really we're known for. And the thing about the weight loss industry, because I've struggled with my weight my entire adult life. When I say that, I mean, I've tried everything. And people that struggle with weight, I mean, they're willing to try anything. They think about it every single day. And the challenge is all these programs work. The problem is you're miserable and you can't do them long term. Well, think about this. Imagine there was something that could help you with your appetite, help your metabolism, and you weren't miserable. It's something you actually are already doing, which is drinking coffee. Valentus has 3 main coffees. And think about coffee. 80% of the population drinks coffee every single day. And they don't just drink it, they love it. They're going to drink it every day for the rest of their life, sometimes multiple times a day. They look forward to it. And imagine that very same thing that you love can help you with your appetite, help you, kick your metabolism in gear, help you manage, control, and even lose weight. Folks, that is brilliant. That is Valentus. Now, we have other products that can help aid in your weight loss goals. We have a product called ThermoPerk. It accelerates the benefits of the coffee. We have a cocoa. We have a tropical blast. If you're not a coffee drinker, we have a keto creamer, even a product to help manage the way your body processes carbohydrates and sugar in our 24/7. But make no mistake, the coffee is the centerpiece. It's the centerpiece, and it's the thing that will be constant in your life and help you manage that. We have another category I like to refer to as gut health and detox. Colon cleanse is very important. Enzymes, digestive health, and all that kind of stuff is very important. So we have products in that area. Other health and beauty products, from a CBD product to Rocketonic, which is going to help with your nitric oxide, your oxygen levels in your blood, and giving you energy and good blood flow, to collagen, skincare products. Again, we actually have about 30 products, and you can go to valentusproducts.com to learn more. I do want to touch on this product real quick, which is Emulin. We have two of them. We have M and C. And this is unique because it has a clinical study on the product itself, on Emulin, not just on ingredients, actually on the product. It's published in a peer medical journal. What this product will do is it will help the way your body processes its carbohydrates and sugars. It's going to help with inflammation. If you have blood sugar issues, it can help in that area. Pain and inflammation, phenomenal product. Now, about 30 products, as I mentioned, in total. I can't get into them all here tonight. It would take us too long. Do your own due diligence. Go to valentusproducts.com. Do your own research. Now, another critical element is timing. I mean, if you look at anyone who has ever made a lot of money in their life, timing had something to do with it, right? Getting involved in something at the right time and take action, right? That's the other key. But think about the timing of what's going on in the world. Think about the timing of what's going on in our economy and the need for additional income. Think about the timing of what's going on in the wellness industry. But there's also timing within a company. And everybody dreams about, well, if I could be at the very start. And that's not, it can be, but unfortunately, most companies never get off the ground and they fail, like 90+% of them. And it's very difficult, right? Because there's no evidence, there's no proof. It's all about what could happen, but nothing's happening. But when a company hits about 2 million a month in sales, that's when success is starting to happen. There's evidence, there's proof, product successes, people are making money. And then what it does is it triggers something called momentum, right? There's evidence, things get a little easier. And then when it hits about $10 million a month, that's when the masses come in. There's so much proof, there's so much evidence. Everyone is pouring in, and it's kind of public acceptance. Well, the key to really creating wealth is getting involved in that sweet spot so you can get a team in place. So when it hits that critical mass window and it goes vertical, you're not standing there by yourself, but you've got a team of people to capitalize on that movement from small to big. Folks, that's where the fortunes are made. So the question is, where are we? Here in North America, right in the sweet spot. In Europe, right in the sweet spot. In Asia, just getting started. So I mean, timing almost like a perfect storm in all categories. Now, compensation, another critical element. I remember what I talked about. Traditional business, 50% goes towards advertisement and distribution. Valentus, we don't spend any money on that. That 50% goes to you. Real people, real results spread over 7 profit centers. We have an incredible customer program where you can make every month in, month out, every time your customers purchase a product, up to 40%, depending on the pack they purchase. And if you want to buy a business pack, which other benefits to that, but it can, decrease the cost of your purchase. So you can make more money when you sell it, up to 50%. Fast start, when somebody says, hey, I want to do this too, a one-time bonus up to $200, again, depending on the pack. A legacy bonus. This is an extra $100 you can earn on your entire legacy team, which, without getting and confusing you, when you get started, you go into your back office, you can click on a little button, you can see who's on your legacy team. Anytime somebody on that team brings somebody in with a business or a career pack, you make $100, okay? We have dual team commissions. This is kind of the consumption, the monthly consumption up to 100,000 per week, matching check, global bonus, car bonus, again, money all over the plan. So the question you might be asking yourself, hey, it sounds really good, but can I do this? Well, folks, you've learned everything you need to know to be successful here in kindergarten. It's called show and tell, right? We tell stories about our company, about our products, about what's happened to us and what's happening to others. Think about it this way. Have you ever gone to a really good movie or eaten at a great restaurant and told somebody about it? And I bet 100% of you would say yes to that. And let me ask you another question. Do you think your excitement towards that movie or restaurant has ever influenced someone else to go eat there or go see the movie? And I bet 100% of you will say yes to that as well. Well, that's all we do here. If you can get excited about what I've just shared with you, share that. Again, it's not trying to explain everything. We have all kinds of tools that can do that. It's just like telling somebody about that restaurant. It was unbelievable. The movie, you don't tell the whole movie. You just tell them how great it was. They got to go check it out. And we have all these tools. We have an app called Share Valentus. Literally puts the entire business in the palm of your hands. You can share with others. Now, before I actually jump into this, I am going to stop sharing my screen for a moment, and we're gonna take and hear from some people, because I believe documentation beats conversation. So first off, we're going to go to Mike Castillo. Am I pronouncing that? I'm not pronouncing that. Mike, can you? Where do you live? I think you're in Dallas, right? Where do you live? Give us a little bit of your background. Tell us what's happening in your business.
Oh yeah, John. Mike here, Houston, Texas, a little bit north of Houston, in a little town called Tomball. Get a lot of trains in our area, but yeah. 3 years ago, my wife tricked me into drinking coffee. So I'm gonna shorten our 3-year journey into a few minutes here. So basically, to those who don't know us, my wife, she's a midnight or graveyard shift nurse for like 16 years. I'm an engineer for 21 years for software, healthcare training software. And it's we have sit-down jobs. So, and eating the same unhealthy, easy to get processed food, not really, exercising much. So all that piled up into maybe 40 to 50 pounds overweight total. I carried 90% of that, I'll admit. But after 2 kids, my wife couldn't get down to her pre-pregnancy weight. And I'm even worse because I was on 3 to 4 different kinds of prescription drugs, pre-diabetic, high blood pressure, gout and arthritis attacks, so pretty miserable, and it's stressful too in our relationship. We don't have much free time with each other, and with our kids. So with that, it's stressful that she's a nurse and she couldn't, get me back down to a healthier state. And we thought just getting our degrees and getting jobs, our mindset was pretty limited to that. We thought that's all we could achieve, and that's what success looked like. So that's before Valentus came along and landed in our cup of coffee. So fast forward to a few months after being on that, I'm not on medication anymore. Even now, we maintain our weight. It's going up and down the healthier side, and my medication definitely dwindled down to little to none. And what we learned is that there's not just one magic bullet to health. So it started with just learning that the coffee can do its thing, but we also learned that there's other products that Valentus that could help, like MLNC. MLM is one of our favorite. That help. Our kids are taking that. The enzyme is helping them also, especially us when we're still eating, cooked food, and of course, like some meats once in a while. But one thing that it helped us learn is to eat healthier, like a more plant-based food. And it's not like we were trying to get away from the red meats, but we just felt so much better learning to, have better nutritional intake, and basically learning that we feel better when we stay away from the foods that we thought was delicious, but there's a side effect of, unhealthy. But yeah, like also back then, we were just thinking that this is it, this is the job, this is what we're surrendered to, and that's all we could do is pay the bills, and that's it. But we learned that when we find what the real mom and pop's company that Dave and Joyce created, that we really found alignment in the health mission, and we basically stopped saying we're too busy for that, and we're just getting into all kinds of opportunities with the health and wellness. And lately, right now in the office here, we're actually seeing we have a service for brain health. So if we thought if we could help more people with the nutritional health and the gut health and the brain health, we'll make time for it, because we found that it's not just the career that we're after. We learned through Valentus, we found our calling, and it's being in a health and wellness and being kind of an extension of the mission that Dave and Joyce created for us. So very thankful for everybody here, and we're learning a lot from everybody even till now, and we're just students of, of all of you there. So thank you all for keeping us close to the flame and always being there. And you all inspired us to still be here 2 years later. Thank you.
Yes, well, thank you, Mike. And as you're talking about, kind of what most people, right? Most people are living that life. They feel stuck. Like, is this all life is? They both have their jobs. They're probably not loving it, but they're making a living and they're eating unhealthy. And most people don't know something like this exists, and how it really improves every part of your life. It's not just your health. It's not just your income. It's your mindset to be excited again about life and seeing possibilities to grow and being around like-minded people. So there's so much more than just the products and the money that can be earned here. It's who you can become as a person, being around like-minded people. So thank you so much for that. Appreciate that. Listen, let's go. I think we're still in Texas here to Pal Sundara. I think I actually pronounced that one correctly, better than I did Castillo. Castillo, I'm saying it right now, right? Yeah. Okay. Those that know me know I just struggle with names big time. Especially, well, it's my dyslexia too. I really have to concentrate on it. Listen, Pal, are you there?
I'm here, John.
Yes, go ahead. Give us your name, background. Well, we got your name, but your background, why you're excited.
How? Make sure I get paid.
Okay.
Yes, I'm a diamond in Valentus for 2.5 years. I was born in Laos, but raised in United States. I came as a refugee. Okay. When I was 13 years old, when I landed in United States, it's a land of opportunity. I went to school and like most everybody, right? And I graduated. I got scholarship. I went to college, and I used all that money. I dropped out of college, and I pursue entrepreneur. I own business after I worked for corporate for 1 year, and I didn't know anything about network marketing until the 2004. That's a long time. The first company I was with, I was for a long time, and the person sponsored me. I didn't know anything about the 4 Quadrant by Robert Kiyosaki. That opened up my eye. Most of us is taught to be employee, and I was out of that quadrant already. I was a self-employed, and I didn't know until I went to a network marketing conference. I was so right there, and from then on, I learned all that self-development that built me up, and until I came to know Valentus, because my upline, my friend Jimmy, we've been doing several business together, and then he was doing Valentus, and he asked me to try the coffee, right? And he kept calling me. I was ignoring him, and I was hiding and drinking the coffee for 4 months until I started. I got excited after I looked at myself. My love handle was gone, and within 8 months, I became a diamond. And it's all about friendship, and then that start. And I'm really excited in this company. Is about health. I'm always looking for stay healthy. The business is sold out by he asked me to research about Dr. Joe Aaron, right? I was learning about Emblem, and I said, oh man, you gotta get in this. This is 2-time Nobel Prize nominee, man. It's 15-year research, and I was searching. I said, man, I was sold. And ever since then, I was looking for the health product anyway, because the company I was with, I was like, bye-bye, because nothing can beat the missing link, I tell you. Ever since I was on the product, I built the business since 2000, I believe 2019 or 20. I don't remember that time, and I was fired up. So I was John. Thank you very much. Because we were on business for home, right, on that issue, and I was telling about my life, and that's one thing that I was really impressed by Valentus, and thank you, Dave and Joyce, Jordan, that built the legacy, and all the people that give a chance for us, like the people came from other country like myself. I was like I came here for nothing, no English at all, period. And everything is just about hustling. And right now, I'm still on contract with FedEx Ground for 20 plus year. And Valentus is my priority, is my side hustle. And I always love networking with people and people in this environment, because it gives you a positive mindset, because this is the way to go, because nothing else. A lot of people want this, because I know your health is your wealth. You can have all the money in the world, but without good health, you doomed, because right now everyone looking for the good health. So I'm so blessed, and thank you so much, John. I'm so excited. So we're just getting started. So way to go. I'm in Dallas, by the way. So
yes, I knew that. Well, thank you so much for that. And a couple of things that you talked about, I just want to reiterate. I mean, without this industry, without being introduced to this, I mean, that world of personal development, because I can tell you, for me, getting in, like you mentioned, Robert Kiyosaki, and I mean, most of the world doesn't know about this type of information and how it can absolutely, change your life. And so it comes back to that. We really build people, right? I mean, every part of your life through participating in Valentus, I believe, can get better. Every part of your life in the personal development. But the other thing I just want to reiterate again, and because, you think about a side hustle. And people need that today more than ever, is that side hustle. And what are they going to do? Get another job? The thing about a job is, if you don't go, you don't get paid. When you go home, you're not getting paid. And what we can do here is build a residual income, a leveraged income, right? And you can do it from your home, in your, while you're on the interstate. You can. I mean, if you get excited about it, again, just like telling somebody about that movie or that restaurant, you can do this business. Now, I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. If you're new and saying, okay, this sounds pretty cool, what do I need to do? Basically, there's 5 packs you can choose from. You can, stick your toe in the water for $59 plus a $20 membership fee. You can try one of our products. You become a distributor. You can start telling other people about it. You can build customers. You can bring people in. But the compensation plan is a little bit restricted. Now, if you want a little better value, the starter pack, decreases the cost per unit. You got a little bit more to try. The advanced pack decreases the cost per unit again, so it's a better value. But where things really open up is with the business pack. Okay, this is where it's a great value. Matter of fact, business pack or career pack, I'm gonna go over 5 key reasons why I encourage people to do this. Number one, it's an example, right? Every time you sit down across from somebody and they say, looks really good, I mean, what do I need to do to get started? It's just hard to get people to do something that you haven't done yourself, right? And so it sets a good example, because you're gonna have to tell them what you did to get started. It gives you some products to use, to sample, to sell. It is a better value. Again, that single unit is $59. When you do a business pack, brings it all the way down to $39. Okay, so I mean, that's a significant savings per unit, right? And a career pack actually down to $36. Demonstrates commitment, right? People want to work with people that they know are serious. Maximize your earning, automatically become a Ruby within the plan, which there's benefits to that, right? You automatically go from 5% to 20% on the residual, what we call dual team commissions. And as long as you maintain your monthly 100-point order, you're going to maintain all of those benefits that come along with Ruby. And legacy qualified, again, this is that extra $100 that you can earn. You have to start this way to get access to that. And it gives you a 4-level matching check as a Ruby, or if you do the career pack, actually a 5-level matching check. So again, we want to put the biggest paycheck possible into your pocket as fast as possible, because we know it'll excite you and it'll attract others. And the best way to do that is get started properly. Now, do you want to do this business? I think that's important. And I mean, this is a fun business, and it is, you can lose some weight, you can make some additional income. That's kind of the worst case scenario. I mean, should you say yes here? That's kind of the worst case scenario. But the big thing for me is the what ifs in life, right? I mean, some people, what if it doesn't work? I'm like, what if it does work? I mean, what if this could turn into something serious for you? What if it turned into dream income, right? I mean, that 6-figure, 7-figure, being able to work from home, Own your own life, right? Not have somebody control your life, but you actually own your time, how you want to spend it and who you want to spend it with. Personal development, tax advantages, recognition. You know, folks, most people live in a someday world. I mean, they see something like this and they're like, yeah, it looks great and stuff, but I mean, I really want to do this someday. And everything is just someday. I mean, someday I'm going to get out of debt. I mean, someday I'm going to start saving for retirement. Someday I'm going to get out of this job that I hate. You know, someday I'm going to, you know, get my health on track. I mean, everything is someday, someday, someday. And the problem is, it goes by so fast. I mean, think back 5 years. What was life like 5 years ago? And what were you going to do 5 years ago that you still haven't done? Right. But here's what I can tell you. Look ahead 5 years, because it'll be a snap of a finger and we're going to be 5 years down the road. The question is, will have anything changed for you? And that's where Valentus comes in, because we can change the course of the next 5 years of your life. But folks, it's not someday. It is today, right? Procrastination is the thief of success. I mean, if you look at people that have success in life, they see something. They don't wait for everything to be perfect. They see something, don't wait for everything in their life to get organized. They see something and they take action right where it is. And they learn as they earn. Folks, we're here to help you. When you say yes, that's when our job begins. Not when it ends, it's when it begins. I mean, we can't make any money unless we can help you make money. And so when you say yes, we take that serious and we're here to help you. So with that, get back with the person who put you on the Zoom, get your questions answered, and we'll see you at the top. Bye now.